Imagine being told you danced yourself to death. Not metaphorically. Not at a concert where you twisted your ankle and had to sit down in shame. Literally. Your body just kept moving until it gave out. And here's the kicker. That's actually the normal explanation. The weird ones are so much worse. Welcome to 1518, where Europe accidentally unlocked the world's worst dance challenge, and nobody could find the exit button. Our story begins in Strasbourg, a city that was already having an absolutely catastrophic run of luck. Floods, extreme temperatures, bubonic plague, strange comets in the sky that people took as literal signs of the apocalypse. And on top of all that, 3 years of famine had triggered peasant uprisings and mass deaths from malnutrition. So basically the medieval version of everything is on fire and also we're out of bread. The mood? Not great. Then on July 14, 1518, on a narrow cobbled street outside her half-timbered home, a woman named Frau Troffea was reportedly seized by spasmodic, convulsive movement and just kept dancing all day until she collapsed. No music, no audience she was trying to impress, no reason anyone could identify. Just a woman, a street, and a body that had apparently decided it was done taking instructions. Her husband begged her to stop. She began dancing again the next day on swollen, bloody feet. Now, at this point, you'd expect someone to step in. A neighbor, a priest, literally anyone. Instead, the city of Strasbourg watched. And then, and I cannot stress enough how much this is going to escalate, within a week, more than 30 other people were similarly afflicted. They just joined in. Not because it looked fun. It very clearly did not look fun. They kept going long past the point of injury. Within a month, the mob was 400 strong. 400 people dancing through the streets of Strasbourg like the city had collectively forgotten how to be normal. No DJ, no stage, no reason. Just hundreds of exhausted, terrified humans moving and unable to stop. Now, here is my absolute favorite part of this story. In a desperate bid for answers, the Strasbourg City Council sought the advice of the medical experts of the time. But 16th century medicine was still heavily rooted in ancient theories. Physicians diagnosed the dancers as suffering from hot blood, a supposed physiological imbalance believed to cause feverish behavior. Hot blood. That was the diagnosis. Hot blood. Not a crisis. Not everyone stopped dancing immediately. Hot blood. In a tragically ironic twist, they suggested that more dancing might be the cure, hoping that indulging the afflicted would somehow alleviate their condition. That's like seeing someone drowning and going, you know what? I think they just need more water. Carpenters and tanners were ordered to transform their guild halls into temporary dance floors, and platforms were set up in the horse market and in the grain market in full view of the public. Dozens of musicians were paid to play drums, fiddles, pipes, and horns, with healthy dancers brought in to join them. They built a stage. They hired a band. They essentially threw a medieval music festival for people who were suffering a medical catastrophe. The government's official solution to the dancing plague of 1518 was, turn it up. Far from containing the crisis, these measures appear to have drawn larger crowds and prolonged the spectacle. Shocking. Truly no one could have seen that coming, except everyone. Everyone could have seen that coming. Some accounts noted several dancers died of heart attacks, exhaustion, or starvation each day. Some sources claim the plague killed around 15 people per day at its peak, but the original city sources at the time did not actually confirm the number of deaths, or even confirm fatalities at all. The fatality claims should be handled carefully. Some later chronicles describe people dying from exhaustion, and historian John Waller treats deaths as plausible. But the precise toll remains uncertain. What we do know is that this went on for 2 months. 2 months of non-stop, involuntary, horrifying dancing. Whatever the death toll, this was not a party. This was a city in genuine crisis. Eventually, the council did a complete 180. They banned public dancing, banned music, and decided this wasn't a medical issue at all. It was a divine curse from Saint Vitus, patron saint of dancers. In September, the authorities bundled the surviving dancers into wagons and hauled them on a 3-day ride to a mountaintop shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus. There, they were given crosses, red shoes with crosses on them, sprinkled with holy water, and engaged in chanting. And apparently, it worked. The dancing stopped. Which raises the question, was the cure real? Or did the plague just finally get tired of Strasbourg? 500 years later, historians are still arguing. The most widely accepted theory, put forward by medical historian John Waller, is that the dancing plague was a form of mass psychogenic disorder, the kind that takes hold under circumstances of extreme stress and takes shape based on local fears. Waller cited famines, smallpox, and syphilis as the overwhelming stressors crushing the people of